everyone likes their home to look cheap, but what are 5 things that make your home look cheap? Well, let's start with plastic blinds. Plastic blinds are often associated with low-cost, basic window treatments, and they lack a sophistication and style. And they can also easily become damaged or warped, leading to a kind of a worn out and unattractive appearance. Also, plastic blinds, just so you know, do not offer the same level of insulation as other window treatments, which can lead to higher energy bills and an overall less efficient home. So you compare that to higher end window treatments such as custom drapery or plantation shutters. Plastic blinds can give the impression that the homeowner is prioritizing cost over quality and design. So what's another one? This is one of my pet peeves. Number 2, cords everywhere. I mean, I tell you, if I could wrap all cords away and hide them, I would, because visible cords can create a cluttered and disorganized appearance, which can detract from the overall aesthetic of a room. And when they're left dangling or tangled, they can actually make your space look unfinished, neglected, giving the impression that the homeowner has not put much thought or effort into the design or space. Tom, Dick, I'm talking to you. Visible cords can also create safety hazards, especially in homes with children or pets. I just had a puppy chew through one of my cords on one of my end tables, so these can also further detract from overall quality and appeal of the space. So what's number 3? Too much clutter or knickknacks. You don't need to be a minimalist, but clutter can make a space look disorganized and messy, which can give the impression of a lack of care or attention to detail. And too many knickknacks can really make your space look cramped and overcrowded. When we stage, we get rid of a lot of stuff. And so those overcrowding can give the impression that the homeowner is trying too hard to fill space up instead of letting the space breathe or enhancing the space. A cluttered or overly decorated space can also make it difficult for the eye to really focus on one particular item or design element, and it can detract from the overall aesthetic and make the space look kind of chaotic and overwhelming, and no one wants that. Number 4, everybody's favorite, popcorn ceilings. Popcorn ceilings, you know, the ones that are all little bumpies everywhere, are often associated with older homes and outdated design trends, and they can give the impression that the homeowner hasn't invested in modernizing their space. Now, it can be messy and no one really wants to go after it, but you also have to think about this. Popcorn ceilings can also make a space feel smaller and more cramped. The texture draws the eye downwards and it makes the ceiling actually appear lower than it is. This can give the impression of a less spacious or less luxurious home. It's worth the effort. And finally, wall decals such as live, laugh, love, and all those other cute little sayings you put on your walls. Wall decals can sometimes give the impression of a temporary or makeshift solution for decorating a space rather than a permanent and well-considered design choice. This can make the space look less polished or put together. And to make it worse, poorly executed or low quality wall decals can also detract from the overall aesthetic of the space and then can kind of look tacky and poorly designed or poorly applied. So instead, go for a gallery wall, feature a bunch of family photos or a favorite artist. They don't even have to be big. If you have smaller prints, you can put together kind of in a grid, or use vintage signs and posters instead. So those are 5 things that can make your house look cheap that can easily be remedied.